More than 1,800 people are waiting for an organ donation, and that's just in Northeast Ohio. And here with how you can help is Gordon Bowen, CEO of LifeBanc and daughter of a donor, Robin Barrett. Thank you for coming in today. And we're talking about something that people don't usually want to think about or talk about, but it's something you have to think about right now, isn't it?
Exactly. I mean, there's 120,000 people waiting here in the United States for an organ transplant. And if you look at Cleveland Brown Stadium, you know, Progressive Field and Blossom, and you fill those up, that's about the amount of people that are waiting for a transplant.
And there are a lot of potential donors out there that just slip through the cracks because they haven't signed up and they don't know how or they don't know why they should.
Exactly. About 54% of Ohioans are currently registered. Our goal is to get the other 45% to say yes to organ, eye, and tissue donation.
I remember when I was much younger, that's when it first came out where you could check the box on your driver's license whether you want to be a donor or not. And being, you know, younger and dumber and all that kind of stuff, I used to think like maybe that's not a good thing to do because, you know, maybe you're almost gone, but somebody wants your organs, you know. And I think some people actually still think like that, don't they?
That is one of the biggest misconceptions, is that if I'm registered and my name's on a piece of paper somewhere, that the physician's not going to do everything they can to save their life. When in all honesty, we're not even contacted until that physician's done everything they could to try to save the life of that individual.
Mm-hmm. Robin, we described you as a daughter of a donor, and in the very beginning, you didn't know whether you were positive about donating organs or not, right?
Absolutely, yes. I have 3 brothers, and 2 of my 3 brothers were already registered donors. When we were approached in the hospital, we kind of huddled together. My mother was not a registered organ donor, so we had to make the decision right then and there. Obviously, we got together and we decided it would definitely be the right thing to do.
It's a tough time to be thinking about that at that time, and you know, the grieving and all that goes along with it, but how has it been for you in the long run?
You know, it's crazy because knowing that she wasn't a registered organ donor, my mother has done nothing but helped people all of her life, and to know that by us saying yes, we could actually help someone else live or have a better quality of life, it's been nothing but great, nothing but great.
And that's good news, great news for a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Are there divides like between different religious groups or ethnic groups as whether or not they should be donors or not? Or
I think, you know, most major religions in the United States think organ donation is a great thing. It's a great charitable thing to do at the end of your life. I think there are a huge need for African American donors here in the United States. Just for example, here in Cleveland, there's 600 people waiting for an organ transplant, specifically a kidney transplant here in Northeast Ohio. Right. About 300 of those are African Americans. So again, we're trying to promote organ, eye, and tissue donation in all communities, all ethnicities.
And I'm sure some people consider the fact that just the procedure after a person passes might be disruptive in some way. How do you tell people that it's okay?
You know, the incision that we make for organ, eye, and tissue donation, it's a surgical procedure. We respect the body. We leave it as we found it, so there is no disfigurement, there is no delay in funeral arrangements. So again, it's we work with the family to make sure all that happens.
So I'm sure you feel enlightened about this after you've gone through this whole thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. Since my mom's passing and us saying yes, I have worked with LifeBanc as a volunteer. I've actually served on the board of directors for 2 terms, and whenever I get a chance to volunteer, whether it's going out to the DMVs or visiting high schools and educating the children, that's what I'm here for. That's exactly what I'm here for.
In the short bit of time we have left, how do people make sure that they can become an organ donor?
Easiest way is when you get your license renewed. About 90% of the people do it at the BMV. Also, you can go to our LifeBanc website. You can call LifeBanc. We can send you a registration form, or you can do it when you do your living will.
Great. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And thank you for telling your story. Thank you.
Thank you.
Christy?
All right.